So just when you thought the case journey was over for the 14 Pro Max, Caudabe strikes back with a brand new addition to their case lineup. Now, the synthesis is an option that's been there previously, but this is the first year that they're actually improving it, making some changes and kind of changing things up. So they were kind enough to go ahead and send your boy over a couple. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it and compare it to the Sheath. Y'all already know the Sheath is my absolute favorite case. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This is the Caudabe synthesis for the 14 Pro Max. So getting right into it, you can see we have our big, beautiful Caudabe box. I've honestly never received one of these before. I guess that this is what they kind of send out for their collaborations and things like that with creators. So dope box nonetheless. I'm literally going to go ahead and just open this bad boy up. Try not to smack y'all at the top. Got this pretty dope message here. Some of their social information there. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. Y'all can freeze frame and pause the video if you like. Got some nice stuff in here. Keep the cases nice and safe. And these two cases here. Again, this kind of paper is just a nice little aesthetic. And then you got some more Caudabe writing and branding there on the bottom. So what you all are here to see, which is the cases, let's go ahead and get into that. Put this off to the side. All right, so two of the synthesis, both for the 14 Pro Max. I do have my 14 Pro here with that beautiful sheath. Now, the biggest difference between these two cases, the sheath and the synthesis is going to offer a little bit more protection. So it's a little bit thicker of a case. Also has a couple of things extra to help out with grip. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it right now for you guys. But it's literally going to be one of those things where either you're going to want something, like I said, a little bit thicker with a little bit more protection, or you're going to want to go thin and minimalistic like you can here with the sheath. So let's go ahead. Let's do the blue. Since we already have the sheath in black, I'm going to put this one off to the side. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the blue colorway. So this is called Still Blue. If you guys are interested, obviously I'm going to leave a link down in the description. So if you are interested, you can actually go and pick one of these up. You guys already know the normal traditional Caudabe branding. Caudabe insert there. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Put this box off to the side. So there you see, let me take out the 14 Pro Max for a second. All right, and here's both cases. So like I said, you'll notice in terms of that camera protection, you got a little bit more there in terms of that synthesis. And then another difference are the sides. So you'll actually notice, let me try to move that so you can get it in focus. They have those really nice, it's not really wanting to focus, but there's like these little grip pads. There you go. Like these little grip pads on the side. That's going to help better when you're trying to grip the device. So definitely dope. Absolutely love that they added that to the synthesis. I'm not sure if they could add that to the normal sheath without, making it a little bit more thicker, but that would be something dope to see on the sheath as well. Always dope to have some extra little groove patterns there for grip and things of that nature. In terms of that side profile, button layouts are obviously exactly the same. Those little kind of antenna breaks, those aren't there on the synthesis, so a little bit different story there. Same cutout here on the sides for the buttons, so looking good there. Same bottom port, there you go. Looking good there. Looks like it might be ever so slightly wider. Yeah, ever so slightly wider on the synthesis. So obviously for those third-party cables, you're good to go there. And then from the back, and there's both of the cases there. So let's go ahead and get the cases on. I only have one 14 Pro Max, so we got to do, one after the other. But in terms of like that texture, I would say the sheath is like ever so slightly a little bit more textured than the synthesis. I still do, honestly, just from a holding the phones this way perspective, I do still prefer the sheath overall. But yeah, definitely a nice improvement, adding more of this texture. And then those grips on the side really set it off. So let me go ahead and bring over the 14 Pro Max. All right, and just like Caudabe cases have always fit, extremely snug. You're not going to have any issues with your fit. There it is with the silver and white iPhone. Definitely looking dope in that steel blue colorway. You got your cutout there, same as what's on the sheath. Got those really nice grips, and I am I running a, no screen protector on this one. So no screen protector on this one. I'll turn that brightness down for y'all. No screen protector on this one, and that is your kind of lip. There you go. You can kind of see that. Nice lip overall. Obviously, if you run a screen protector, it's gonna be flush. Go ahead and hit those buttons. Super tactile. No issues at all. Feels really, really nice, obviously. So now what I want to test out is just the MagSafe, because both of these cases do come with MagSafe. Now it should be the same, but I just want to test it. Why not? So I'm going to go ahead and take, this is my tried and true, y'all seen it in a ton of videos, the Vic Seed MagSafe mount. There's your branding there. I'll leave a link to this in the description as well in case y'all want it. So you can literally already kind of hear that click into place. And I'm shaking the device. Y'all can see that from the side. No issues. So it's literally just as strong as it is on the sheath. So absolutely no issues there, man. Like I said, the biggest difference that I could tell with these two cases that's really going to kind of be like the differentiator for you is if you prefer more of like a slim, minimal kind of design, or if you want something a little bit more protective. This looks like it's a little bit more protective, especially with that camera housing there on the back. So a little bit more protective. It also has these little side rails, the little dots there for your grip. So I really, really like that. Trying to get in there focus for y'all again so y'all can see it. Come on. There we go. I really like those little grips there on the side. If they can somehow bring that to the sheath, that would be absolute fire. Like I said, I don't know if it just takes more material or whatever, but either way, still super dope option. So again, this is the still blue colorway. It does also come in black. I'm not sure if there are any other colorways, but I'll obviously leave a link down in the description box for you all. But yeah, there it is. The Caudabe Synthesis and the Caudabe Sheath. Synthesis is another heavy hitter. Me personally, I will still be going for the sheath just because I just prefer this style of the case more. So sheath for me all day, all the way. The only real feedback or opportunity I can really say to Caudabe or anything like that. So when it comes to cases, these are absolute fire. I got no real feedback or criticism in regards to these. It's everything I want in a case. What my feedback is in regards to is just more devices. I know that it's tough. I know that it's hard. I had kind of like a side conversation with some of the good folks over at Caudabe about this topic, but please try to bring some more of these fantastic cases to some of your Android or to some of the Android devices on the market. I'm not asking for every Android device. There are obviously far too many. I get that. But like your kind of heavy hitting releases, like your Pixel 7 Pros, your Galaxy S Ultra line, those devices automatically, in my opinion, deserve a sheath case. Even if you don't do the entire lineup, at least a sheath case. Also, if you guys are going to do a sheath case, don't be afraid to make the case a little thicker, like your sheath for the iPhones. Make the cases a little thicker and add that MagSafe. There are not a lot of, Android case manufacturers out there doing MagSafe for their cases. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an absolute game changer if you guys can give us a Caudabe sheath with MagSafe for, say, something like a Pixel 7 Pro or a Galaxy S23 Ultra or a Pixel 8 Pro. So Caudabe, that's the only feedback I can give you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is Ike's Tech Talk. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.